Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nia with Exquisite Floral Designs and Events. Today we're going to continue our discussion about questions to ask your florist. In this part, we're going to talk about flowers. What flowers are in season for the month I'm getting married? You can ask that question. A lot of times brides tell me I want these flowers or show me pictures, and I'll let them know that, oh, I'm sorry, this flower is not available at the time that you are getting married, but we can use this instead. Based on my color scheme and budget, what flowers do you recommend? This one you can also speak to your florist about. Like I said, some flowers are on the high end, some are on the low end, some are available, some aren't during certain times of the year. So you can always ask your florist, what can we use? Can I use this? Can I use that? I did a wedding one time where we used carnations, and a lot of brides don't like carnations, and it was a high-end wedding. So, but it still came out very great because her theme was like 1920s, and you know that carnation was very popular in the 1920s. So we incorporated that, but we also used, some other high-end flowers to, balance out that look. A question that you can ask, or what other decoration or decor do you provide? Like myself, I provide like candelabras, trees, arches, votives, mirrors. I offer a lot because the less people you have to deal with in a wedding, the less worried I notice a bride is. So we do have a lot of stuff when it comes to decorating. We carry a lot of different things. But ask your florist, what do you have? Do you have this? Do you have the vases? Do I rent the vases? Could I provide my own vases? It's a good thing to know, because with me, a lot of times, like, the brides buy their own vases and then try to resell them. I don't have luck on reselling my stuff, but hey, you may know a good way to purchase all these vases and then resell them. And then I also have a lot of brides are like, I don't feel like dealing with all this stuff or dropping all this stuff off at my wedding. I'll just rent them. So what I do is you can ask your florist to make the arrangements to where your guests can take the arrangements but leave the vases. I do that a lot. Here's another one. If I give you a picture of a bouquet and or arrangement that I like, can you recreate it? Like I tell people, I am an artist. It is very hard for me to create somebody else's work, but I will try to come very close to it. So don't be disappointed if it doesn't look exactly like it. If somebody can create something, kudos to them. Now, this one is, I kind of like this. Do you have a live video of you creating work? That's a good one. So if you feel like you may not receive the quality or the look that you're looking for, ask them, do you have a live video? I do a lot of behind the scenes. So you see how I create these gorgeous installs or ceiling work or different things like that. I'm not just trying, I'm just not doing it for the first time. So see what their live work look like. How far in advance of a wedding do you create the boutonnieres or arrangements, and how are they stored? I know that a lot now of young ladies are working from their home. So if they're designers, ask them, how are my bouquets? When are you picking up my flowers? When are you creating my bouquets? How many people do you have on staff? Where are my arrangement and boutonnieres being stored before my event? That is a good question, because you don't want them to have to create your, I sometimes I don't create the boutonnieres and corsages or bouquets until the morning of, because I feel or expect, well, the girls I made, but your bouquet or the bride's bouquet the morning of, because I want to make sure I'm giving the best quality. But say for your centerpieces, I usually create those a day or two before, because of the fact that, like anything, it'll stay in the vase and then it'll bloom and it'll look very pretty. So you can ask that question, but make sure your florists have the proper storage unit for your arrangements.
Thank you for watching this video. When I was editing this video, I realized there were two important questions I forgot to mention. One was, can you do a sketch or mock-up of my arrangement? As a high-end florist, I do a mock-up about a month before where we do a walkthrough through the venue, and I showed the bride either her bouquet or her centerpieces so that we can make any kind of changes. If she doesn't like something, we could do it then so that I won't, or so that the bride won't be surprised and is like, I don't like this. So you may want to ask your florist if they do that. A second question is, will you work with a cake designer if I decide to add flowers to my wedding cake? Most bakers will not handle flowers because of the fact that there's pesticides on them. So most florists will add the flowers on there. For myself, I have a food handling card so that I can and I know which flowers are right and are wrong to put on a cake. One question is to see if your florists know what flowers can I put on my cake without being poisonous. But other than that, those two questions should have been added in my video. But once again, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 3, the cost.